Hi, wonderful people. Vivian Opio here. I hope you all are doing great. So I know that I am not alone in this. I know that there are very many people out here who are like, how does God really work? People who have prayed and prayed and prayed and nothing seems to happen for them. You know, it is mentally exhausting to pray and pray and pray and nothing seems to shift for us. It is so draining. And what do you do when God seems silent on you? You see other people, God is answering them, but in your situation, God seems silent. What goes through your mind? How does this God really work? How does it work? I know the feeling, guys. You praying and nothing seems to happen for you is the worst feeling one can ever have. Most of the time you start blaming yourself. Sometimes you start blaming God. Because, for example, when it's a matter of life and death, when your loved one is on their deathbed and you have prayed and prayed and prayed and nothing seems to happen, this can really frustrate you, you know. You see other people, God is answering their prayers, but yours is another case. You are praying and praying, but your loved one's situation is just at that point. This can be frustrating. So how do you go about such frustrating situations in your prayer life? How? I came to learn something about our God, which really changed how I view the waiting season. You know the feeling when somebody only calls you when they are frustrated. They call you and talk and talk and talk about how life is giving them lemons, how frustrated they are, and they don't even wait to listen to what you have to say about their situation. They literally dump their worries on you and they don't even wait to listen to what you have to say, and they hang up immediately after talking and talking. I feel like this is how God feels sometimes. You only go to God to ask and ask and ask, and you don't even wait to listen to what He has to say. You know, His answers are yes, no, and wait. And sometimes we just go and ask and ask and ask, and instead of listening, instead of waiting to hear from Him, what does He has to say? Is the answer yes or no or wait? And after that, we now start, blaming God. We are like, God, why? God, why is this taking long? Why is this frustrating me? Why are you frustrating me, When I came to realize that most of the time I used to go to God to talk to Him and not talk with Him, I came to, start praying differently. I write a letter to God, and in this letter of mine, I am just thanking God for what I have. I am thanking God for the life I have, for the lives of my loved ones. I am thanking God for what I already have. Going to God with a grateful heart really changed things for me. And sometimes our prayers are delayed because God is preparing us for something really big. And sometimes He is taking long because when he comes with all the things. He comes to shower us with all the things we have ever asked for. So appreciating what you have, appreciating where you are is so much important. Sometimes appreciating the small little things we have is what makes God, bless us even more, because we appreciate what we have at the moment as we wait for what is yet to come. God answers our prayers, my dear friend. God answers prayers at His own perfect time. And the main reason as to why we feel like God is not answering is because we are not grateful. We are not grateful for what we have. We are not grateful for the little things that the Lord does for us daily. Our main focus is what is yet to come to us, forgetting that we are already blessed. We already have a lot that we should be grateful for. No one, absolutely no one, can convince us that the Lord has never answered any of His prayers. In as much as it is really hard for us as humans to, give thanks for what we have as we wait for what we are praying for, it is the best form of prayer. Coming to Jesus and just saying, thank you, Jesus, for the life. thank you, Jesus, for this and this is the best and powerful form of prayer. So how often do you thank God for the little things that He is doing for you every day as you wait for the bigger things that He is yet to do? How often do you give thanks? Waiting is really hard, but the problem is our attitude as we wait. Most of the time we want to ask God for something and want Him to answer ASAP. You are like, hello God, I really need a job. And boom, you get a call and they tell you that you have a job. Even before applying for that job, we always want things to happen for us like that. But no, 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 that's not how things happen. And as Christians, we should know better. Another thing that I came to learn is how powerful to just tell God to do His will is. This is something that is beyond my power. This is something that is beyond my control. And once I keep mentioning it, once I keep saying it, I become worried and anxious for nothing because I have already told God. And so I always end my prayers with, God, let your will be done. Let your will be done. I came to realize that sometimes we always force our prayers to be answered, yet sometimes they are not even the will of God. So when I am in the presence of God, I always tell Him to do His will, you know. Even in an overwhelming situation, after I tell God to do His will, I always find some sort of new strength and peace just reigns in my life. And so I don't worry about a thing. After I tell God to do His will, I let it go because He is going to do His will. Thank you so much for watching this video. I am sending lots of love to all those who are waiting on God. Kindly subscribe to my channel. That will mean so much to me, and I will see you on my next one. Bye bye.